Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be doing a Pandan Chiffon Cake video that still super soft and super moist even until morning, like as you can see here. And so without any further ado, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Here are the ingredients that we're gonna be needing for our egg yolk mixtures. First, we have this 100 gram of cake flour. Say you don't have cake flour at home, you have all-purpose flour. It still can be used. Make sure you watch till the end of the video because I'm gonna be sharing with you what you can add to the all-purpose flour so that we can use this on the Pandan Chiffon cake. And then we have this 5 egg yolks and 20 grams of sugar. The recipe actually called for caster sugar, but you may also use the brown sugar, just choose this fine one. And then next we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Yes, and then we have 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And of course, we have 100 ml of coconut milk. We will also be needing some pandan essence here, just to add more color to our cake. But this is optional really, because we already have this fresh pandan leaves to give that aroma to our pandan chiffon cake. But the brighter the color is much nicer and catchy to the eye. So we're gonna needing some few drops. And now the ingredients for our egg white mixture. We have, of course, 5 egg whites, and then we have this 60 grams of sugar. As I said before, you may use brown sugar instead of caster sugar. And of course, we have this 1/2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. First, we just have to wash our pandan leaves properly, cut them off into small pieces so it's easy to blend and extract the juice. And then just put them inside your blender, any type of blender as long as you can blend it. And then we will add 2 to 4 tablespoons of water depending like the juice from the pandan leaves. There you go. And make sure you cap it properly, secure, and then just blend it until you see that we can extract the juice. And then we will put it into a bag that we can squeeze the juice out, or use muslin cloth if you're having it, but for now I'm having this small soup bag, so I'm just putting it in and I'm going to squeeze the juice as much as I can. Yeah, so just squeeze the juice out. There you go. It's okay, it's fine. It's a little bit messy, but this is the only way, so that you have that natural aroma and fresh aroma of pandan leaves. You need to use fresh pandan leaves extract. Squeeze as much as you can till you have 2 tablespoons of pandan leaves extract. Okay, now let's do the egg yolk mixture by first whisking it using the balloon whisker. Make sure that we loosen it up, just a little bit like pale in color. And then we add our 20 grams of sugar, and then we just have to mix it properly as well until it is fully dissolved. Yes, just mix. It's fun. It's like this here. And then we add our 100 ml of coconut milk. And just whisk it. There you go. And now we may add our pandan leaves extract, and of course we will add our pandan paste or pandan essence here as well to add more color. As you can see here, it's not very green if it's only pandan leaves, but if it's okay with you can skip those pandan essence. But as you can see here, the color becomes brighter, so more like more appealing. And yes, now we are ready to mix in our flour mixture by combining the flour and baking powder together, and then sift it into the egg yolk in 3 batches. And make sure you mix them properly, like there's no lumps. That's the reason why we're adding it in 3 batches, so it's easy to blend and dissolve the flour. Yep, there you go. It looks like it's just playing some kind of paint because the color is so vibrant, but I'm telling you, the result will be very, very good. See, it's easy to dissolve, like if you add it in batches, not in just one addition. Oops, some mess there, but it's okay. And there you go, mixing our last batch of flour. Just make sure that we fully dissolve all the flour here. When it is fully dissolved, or our flour mixtures, we have to add our olive oil and try to incorporate it and mix them all properly as well. And then there you go, your egg yolk mixture is ready. Now we just have to set it aside first because we're going to do the egg white mixture now. There you go. Okay, for the egg whites, we have to use electric mixer this time. Set it into medium speed and beat it until bubble forms, like this one. And then we can add our cream of tartar like this. Yeah, at this point we can add it now. There you go. Make sure that you beat your cream of tartar properly as well before you add your sugar. There you go. Let's just go beat it. And after mixing the cream of tartar properly, we have to add our sugar again in 3 batches, and make sure that we dissolve it. But don't worry, it doesn't matter if you are using brown sugar, it will be dissolved, so don't worry much. Like as you can see here, I'm adding it in 3 batches, but I'm not stopping my mixer. So now people really like ask, what is peak form? How am I going to know that I reached the peak form of beating egg whites? Well, this is just simple. I'm just going to tell you that you will know that you reach the peak forms of beating egg whites when it leaves a trail when you're moving your mixer, and then when you try to lift up the beater, right? It holds for at least 30 seconds without dripping. As you can see here, like this. It leaves a trail, the foam is there, and it will last for until 30 seconds without dripping. Then you have the perfect egg whites. How to say, pick. And there you go. Now it's ready. And now we are ready to fold our egg whites into the egg yolk mixture in 3 batches. Folding means like you are scraping from the bottom, then you'll have lift it up on top of the batter and then repeating the same pattern. In that way, we're not incorporating the air into the batter. So our chiffon will be smooth texture, like fine. It's not very holy. Holy means not like the holy that goes to church, but whole, like the air bubbles. We cannot beat at this point because beating will make our efforts gone. Everything that we did here will be gone. So folding in. At this stage, I can tell now that we are going to have a very, very fine texture kind of pandan chiffon cake. It really depends on the egg whites, how we did our egg whites. There you go. Make sure that you mix them properly, like combining well, like no traces of whites and greens. There you go. We add our last batch of egg white mixture. Scrape all the egg whites using the spatula and fold in till just combined. I'm telling you, as I'm mixing this is very, very light. I'm really confident that the result will be very, very great. I've had a lot of experiences using chiffon cake, baking chiffon cakes, and I'm telling you, I've had a lot of failures as well. But it's just that I found out the technique. I found out the way, the keys to make a better chiffon cakes. And I'm telling you, I've also tried a lot of recipes online and everything. Some are really not making any sense at all. They're just maybe doing that just for, I don't know, which doesn't really make sense. And now we're just going to pour the batter into the pan and just pour it evenly. Don't be scared. Most of the people are really like scared to move their batter after mixing it. Now come on, it's fine, don't worry. And make sure that you scrape it all well, like what I'm doing here. It can't be seen on the screen, but I'm scraping the rest of the batter into the baking pan. And okay, don't be shocked of what I'm going to do next, but this is really necessary for chiffon cakes. Yes, I'm going to drop it like not just 3 times but until 5 times, just to release air bubbles. Yes, you saw the bubbles gone. Now let's bake. We are now ready to bake it into a preheated oven of 180 degrees Celsius. And as you can see here, we have a beautiful rice. And there you go, our pandan chiffon cake is now ready. And don't worry about those cracks. They can't be seen anyway when we're going to plate them. And as soon as you take it out from the oven, just invert the pan like this. Yeah. The reason why we invert the pan is for the steam to like releases inside, just to retain the moisture. After cooling down our cake, let's just invert it into a plate. And now we can slice it. Wow, as you can see, this is a successful one, I'm telling you. Okay, let's go check it in. Let's have a slice of it. There you go. Look at that. Very fine. Soft and moist. There you go guys, your pandan chiffon cake is now ready. Hope you give it a like and please don't forget to subscribe. And yes guys, earlier I mentioned that you may use your all-purpose flour instead of cake flour by mixing 90 grams of all-purpose flour and 10 grams of cornstarch. Yes, you heard it right, cornstarch. Hope you like this, and yes, until the next video.